Thank you for joining us on The Burning Question. It's 8 p.m.
Hi there, and it's a hot political Sunday.
Abhishek, the Prime Minister is doing a roadshow and the Congress Party is doing what it does best on the weekends. Give us a controversy. One controversy a day keeps the elections alive.
Of course, and is it controversy? Is it the Congress Party's confusion? Is it contradiction on Ram Temple or a conundrum? That's something I think we should be discussing, what Nana Patole has said.
Abhishek, the Congress Party has this habit and you know, something that the Prime Minister said about what Rahul Gandhi and Sam Pitroda had said days after each other. He said these comments are not accidental, they're well thought out. When you look at the kind of statements that come on the Ram Mandir, for example, Ayodhya, for example, it's extremely controversial, and we look forward to having a debate on that, because in an election season for the Congress Party to make another controversial statement on Ram Mandir, is it really accidental, or is there more to such statements coming in? His name is Nana Patole. He's not just any other leader. He's the chief of the Congress in Maharashtra. We'll tell you all about that. Take a look at the story this evening, and then we will debate the headlines on The Burning Question first up.
Congress's Ram Mandir purification insult has gone beyond politics now after Prime Minister, now Hindu priests lash out.
Prime Minister's Marathon Sunday campaign. There's no holiday this election season. There never has been for the Prime Minister. He's in Bihar, was in Bengal. We'll tell you all about his political attacks on this election Sunday.
Varanasi is brimming with excitement. Mega preparations underway for Prime Minister's Varanasi roadshow. That's Monday tomorrow.
Amit Shah roars with chants of Jai Shri Ram in the Gandhi bastion of Rai Bareli, which he predicts Rahul Gandhi will lose by a large margin.
All right, welcome back, friends. As I said, whether this is Congress Party's confusion or it's something more, is it about the Congress Party not really understanding what Ram Temple means for a majority of citizens of this country, a great majority of them believers in the majority Hindu faith? But for the Congress Party, from the time that they rejected Niranjan, the invite to the Pran Pratishtha, to the latest comment made by Nana Patole, by rejecting the Pran Pratishtha, you took a political position where you are not acknowledging the faith element of Ram Temple. And then with the kind of comment Nana Patole has made today, it almost seems like they are okay with the Ram Temple minus the BJP. So there is an element of politics.
Then why did they block it all these years? Why did they make so many controversial comments? In this election season itself, Abhishek, I was counting just before I came into the debate, there were at least 7 or 8 controversial comments. Not just by the Congress Party, by the Indie bloc. We need to debate that, because it's not about the BJP, it's not about the Congress Party, it's about the sentiment of the majority of Indians. Here's the story, the comments that have come in over the weekend and what's been happening this election season, and then the debate.
राम मंदिर में शुद्धिकरण हम करेंगे। कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार जो इंडिया आघाड़ी की सरकार आई, तो बिल्कुल मंदिर का शुद्धिकरण किया जाएगा।
This is Maharashtra Congress President Nana Patole.
कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार जो इंडिया आघाड़ी की सरकार आई, तो बिल्कुल मंदिर का शुद्धिकरण किया जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारे सनातन धर्म में घर में अगर माँ पिताजी कोई एक्सपायर्ड होते तो सर मुंडाना पड़ता है, पूरी विधियाँ होती है। लेकिन नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने वो न करते हुए जिस तरह से रामलला के प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की है, वो हमारे देश के हमारे शंकराचार्य ने भी उनका विरोध किया है।
The Congress party's aversion to Ram Mandir is not new. The party's history of appeasement politics has put it on the back foot now more than ever. The India Alliance has polarized the 2024 Lok Sabha elections like never before, and the BJP is capitalizing on Indie Bloc's self-goals.
4-6 दिन पहले हमारी राष्ट्रपति द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी अयोध्या में प्रभु राम लला के दर्शन करने गई थी। ये कांग्रेस के नेता क्या कह रहे हैं? ये कांग्रेस के नेता कह रहे हैं द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी का रामलला के दर्शन करने के लिए जाना, मंदिर में पूजा अर्चना करना, एक आदिवासी बेटी और देश की राष्ट्रपति रामलला के दर्शन करके आई, उसके दूसरे दिन कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक बड़े नेता ने घोषणा की कि हम अब राम मंदिर को गंगा जल से धो करके राम मंदिर का शुद्धिकरण करेंगे।
Representatives from the Hindu community have also hit out at the Congress.
महाराष्ट्र के कांग्रेस प्रदेश अध्यक्ष के कई शब्दों से बड़ा आश्चर्यचकित हूं। पूरे देश ने अभी राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की और अभी माननीय राष्ट्रपति भी होकर आई हैं। मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूं कि शुद्धिकरण की वार्ता कर रहे हैं। समझता हूं कि राज चला गया, राजशाही नहीं गई।
With Congress's repeated insult to Ram Mandir and Hindu Astha, the controversy has now escalated beyond politics.
Okay, let's start the burning question. Our panel, Sanju Verma of the BJP, Subrashta, author. On the show with us, Abhishek Sudhir, political analyst, leans towards the Indie Bloc. Akash Deepmuni leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. George Kurian, pro-Congress. And let me start with George Kurian. George Kurian, it's really baffling why. You know, for example, Rahul Gandhi called it, it's a Pran Pratishta, right? He called it Narendra Modi's function. He called it Narendra Modi's event. It wasn't the entire country. In fact, every Hindu celebrated the Pran Pratishta. It is not Narendra Modi's function. Okay, and this is not a recent comment. I mean, this is not a very old comment. It happened this year, right? Today you have Nana Patole saying Mandir needs purification. You know, Mandir stunt is like Pulwama. Mandir stunt is like Pulwama. The comparison was actually made by a chief minister who belongs to your party in Karnataka. You can go back, do some Google check what he said. And one more minister in Kannada, he said it, and I have the translation. In fact, I understand Kannada, I speak Kannada, so I can tell you with full clarity that he said, I went to Ram Mandir, I didn't feel a thing. I mean, you know, when before the Ram Mandir was constructed, it's like two dolls in a tent. There is no feeling there. He said two dolls in a tent. He called it two dolls in a tent. This is K.N. Rajanna, the Karnataka minister.
Two dolls in
a tent? Two dolls in a tent, and I didn't feel a thing. Ram Mandir is useless. Ram Mandir issue is useless, is what Ram Gopal Yadav recently said. Ramendu Sinha Roy, Trinamool Congress leader, said Mandir is unholy, it's like a showpiece. Udaynidhi Stalin, I mean, I don't want to get into what the Stalins have said, apart from, you know, calling Sanatan Dharma, dengue, cholera, God knows what else. They have said on record, we don't accept the Ram temple.
Are there anyway Africans?
Oh, I'm an African too, by that logic. I'm an African too, by that logic. Now, the last point is, Lord Ram was non-vegetarian, said Jitendra Awad of the NCP, Sharad Pawar faction. Now, my question is simple. Your party, that is a Congress party, or any other party, would not dare say a thing. There were at least 10 statements I just read out. Wouldn't dare say a thing about any other religion except for Hinduism. Right? Is it that the Indie parties don't understand sentiments in India, or is it that you don't need the majority vote at all? Is that the thinking? George Kurian.
Abhishek and Niranjan, speaking to you, to my co-panelists on the debate, and to your audience. Let me on the outset, let me reiterate and reassure your audience that the Congress Party, neither the India bloc is anti-Hindu, anti-Ram, and Sanatan Dharma is eternal, so there is no two ways about it. Yes, you have cited some examples in the past that leaders from the India bloc have made certain comments with respect to Ram Mandir and the Hindu Astha. Let me reiterate and reassure that no leader in the Congress Party or the India bloc is bigger than the political ideology of the parties. So you can keep the case to rest at this point in time. Coming to Nana Patole, his statement is really uncalled. It has been condemned, and I'm sure that unless it has been endorsed or seconded by the Congress President, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, or for that matter Rahul Gandhi, yes, there is some merit to the case. In this scenario, Nana Patole is just a leader, and he's not about the party or the party line or the ideology. The Congress Party is confident it will bring in the Ram model of governance come 4th of June, and we are confident we are going to come to power in this point in time. We are going to empower the SC, ST, OBC community at large. If you go back to our manifesto, the 48-page manifesto, it speaks about the people at large in India, and that is the priority of the Congress Party at this point in time. On the eve of the election, such a statement is really uncalled for, and we really condemn it.
Are you sure, George Kurian, that there is any priority? Are you sure that there is any priority? Because politics, as we understand it, is not adding up so far as Congress's position is concerned. C for Congress and the 4 C's that I mentioned: the confusion, the conundrum, the contradiction, and the fact that Congress Party is not able to make up its mind. For example, Abhishek Sudhir, you have Congress Party's Punjab unit president Raja Waning. When the same Pran Pratishtha which was rejected, the invite to which was rejected by the top Congress leadership was happening, he was visiting, Gali Mohalla in his constituency in Amritsar, and he was distributing diyas. Pranit Kaur, who is now in BJP, but at that time in the month of December, January, was still with the Congress Party. She went and visited the Ram temple in Ayodhya immediately within 10 days of the inauguration. Arvind Kejriwal, who happens to be an ally, Abhishek Sudhir, visited Ram temple within the first month of the Pran Pratishtha. You have at least half a dozen senior leaders of the Congress Party who have quit, expressing discomfiture at the position that the Congress has taken on Ram temple. So obviously, so far as the Congress is concerned, there is absolute disjointedness between the top and the middle rung and those below who are paying, contributing even money for the construction of Ram temple.
Abhishek, was that question to me?
Abhishek Sudhir.
Abhishek to Abhishek.
And the Prime Minister's, yes. Since we're talking about purification, and the Prime Minister spoke of purification by Ganga Jal, Abhishek, you and Niranjan will both be aware, you're newsmen, that a few days ago, on Monday, this week itself in fact, Akhilesh Yadav visited a temple in Kannauj. He visited the Siddhapit Baba Gauri Shankar Mahadev Mandir in Kannauj. And after Akhilesh Yadav visited this Mandir in Kannauj, workers of the local Bharatiya Janata Party unit went to that temple and cleaned, purified the temple that Akhilesh Yadav had performed puja in with Ganga Jal in Kannauj. Why did the BJP workers do it? The BJP workers have admitted to doing it. The temple management said we urged them not to do it, but they nevertheless went ahead and did it. When an OBC leader like Akhilesh Yadav, a so-called backward class leader, you all use this word, lower caste, backward caste, right? Pichde, you say.
We don't use, politicians
right?
do. We don't use, Abhishek Sudhir, correction, politicians do. But you are providing a good entry for Sanju Verma to come in, right?
No, don't
You made a point. You made a fantastic point.
Don't interrupt me.
You made a fantastic point.
Let me make my point.
Abhishek, you made a fantastic point. You made a fantastic point, Abhishek. It needs a rebuttal, and yeah. I would want to ask the BJP, Sanju Verma is there representing the party. Sanju Verma, you did exactly the same thing you are accusing the opposition of. Purification of a temple which was visited by Akhilesh Yadav.
Let's be very clear. I don't know which incident Abhishek Sudhir is talking of, but let's be very clear about a couple of
The
other
incident
things as
took
well, which
place
your audience
on
needs
May
to know.
6th, Monday
please
in
don't heckle
Kannauj.
me. I did not. I did not
Sanju Verma,
heckle
he's
you.
just clarifying the incident.
Please
Don't
keep
act
quiet
as though
now,
the
Abhishek.
workers didn't purify the temple.
Okay,
Enough of this
you've given the date.
Jatiwad
You've
party.
given the date,
This is the
Abhishek. Let
Bharatiya
Sanju respond
Jatiwad
now.
Party.
You have given the date,
Bharatiya
Abhishek.
Jatiwad
Let
party.
Sanju
We've
Verma
had enough
respond
of
now.
this
Okay,
Bharatiya
Abhishek.
Jatiwad
Sanju
party.
Verma is responding.
Let her respond. Let her
You
respond.
Bharatiya Jatiwad party.
Okay,
people
let her
purify
respond.
the temple.
Abhishek,
respond.
Abhishek, let her respond. I'll come back to you. Wait. Yeah.
Abhishek Sudhir, I heard you very patiently. You will get a
Why are
turn
you-
to rebut again.
What is your problem?
So don't give me.
No,
an
Abhishek
answer
Sudhir not
at
allowed.
this stage.
Let her respond.
You asked the question why Akhilesh
No,
Yadav
I will
doesn't visit a
speak.
mandir.
Let us ask now. Abhishek, okay, Abhishek, that's the question that was asked to her, yeah? Let her
I will
respond.
speak now.
That was the question that was asked. Let her respond. Please don't do this. Don't heckle. Sanju.
Don't heckle और शांत हो जाओ अभी. आपकी बारी अभी सुनने की है, बोलने की नहीं. बहुत बोल लिए.
Give an answer.
The moment the BJP,
Casteist,
you know,
upper
either you
caste
guys
person.
moderate this
Are you
debate,
an
I'm
upper
not going to be
caste
heckled by this
person? I'm
goon.
asking you.
I'm not going to be
You
heckled
upper
by this
caste
goon.
One sec, Abhishek, come on, man. Abhishek, come on.
You
Abhishek,
Bharatiya
come on,
Jatiwad
man.
Party spokesperson.
Abhishek, please, Abhishek.
Answer the question.
Arey, that is the question that
Answer
Abhishek
the
asked. Yeah,
question.
don't respond. Come on now.
Answer the question.
She is answering. Sanju.
I will answer.
She's not giving an answer.
what the anchor
Why did you
asked me.
purify the
I will-
temple? Give an answer.
I refuse to debate like this. Let this goon continue because you guys are not lowering his fader. Come on, speak now.
We don't lower fader, Sanju.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
I'll
don't do this.
continue.
Sanju, not required.
You refuse to debate because
Abhishek,
you're the
let her
Bharatiya
speak.
Jatiwad
Abhishek, it's
Party
not fair.
spokesperson.
Abhishek, she didn't heckle you when you spoke. It's not fair. It's not fair. She didn't heckle you when she spoke. Sanju Verma, please go ahead.
Ask her for a straight answer, Niranjan.
Yeah,
Ask her for a straight
that was
answer.
the
Why did
question,
they
my
purify
friend.
the
That was the
temple?
question. Will you please let her answer? We wasted 5 minutes already, Sanju.
You know, I will say what I need to say.
Of
Let's
course
be
you
very
do.
clear about this. I will not have a gun to my head put by some, Abhishek Sudhir, who I don't even know. Every 6 months this man represents a different political party. Who the hell is he? He's a nobody as far as I'm concerned. I
Answer
want
the
to make some
question.
pertinent
Why
points
did
for
you
the benefit
purify
of
that
your
temple with
audience.
Ganga Jal?
I want to make
Why
some
did you
pertinent
purify
points.
that temple?
Okay,
with
Abhishek,
Ganga
she
Jal?
got. Okay,
Why did
Abhishek, you need to let her answer, Abhishek. Now enough. Abhishek, let her answer. Please, thank you.
Yes,
He's not
thank
answering.
you. Thank you, Niranjan. Now I will answer. I will make some pertinent points which your audience needs to know. Each time the opposition is in a controversy, and it is entirely their own making, entirely their own doing. I'm amused. I'm not even agitated. I'm amused that
Why
these
did you
guys
purify the
immediately
temple
say,
with
Abhishek,
Ganga Jal?
please, Abhishek, please.
Why did you purify
Let
the
this guy
temple?
be done
Akhilesh
with.
Yadav visited with
I
Ganga
refuse
Jal.
to
Abhishek,
debate.
wait, there is an
Answer the
opening
question.
comment. Please, can
You're
everybody
not
have
answering
their...
the question.
Abhishek, absolutely unfair. This is not allowed. You are
Abhishek,
not letting her make
you
the
have
opening
courage
comment
to ask her
also.
why they purified the temple.
Abhishek.
And pin her down. Ask her for an answer. Why did they
Abhishek,
purify
we
the
are asking. That's not your job. It's our job to ask. We are asking. Don't pull back now. Okay.
That was the question that Abhishek asked here. Give her a chance to
She's not
respond.
giving an answer.
Oh God, we will ask. Abhishek has asked her the question. Will you let her answer? She opens her mouth for 10 seconds and you're butting in. Just hold on, Abhishek. Sanju Verma, please answer. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Niranjan. Thank you, Abhishek. This is a classic case of how these goons come on national television and ये बोलते हैं freedom of speech, freedom of expression. You don't even have the decency to listen after you've had your chance to speak. Now, indecent Mr. Sudhir, शांत रहो और सुनो. I want to say this, Niranjan and Abhishek, you guys made a brilliant introduction. Each time you notice when the opposition finds itself on the back foot, when the opposition finds itself cornered, they will say, "Arey, wo BJP कार्यकर्ता ने ऐसे किया, वो BJP कार्यकर्ता ने वैसे किया." First and foremost, let us talk about names. We had Udayanithi Stalin, a minister in the Stalin cabinet, the son of M.K. Stalin, who's the chief minister of Tamil Nadu,
Answer the
saying
question.
Sanatan
Why did
Verma
you
is
purify
equal
the
to
temple, Akhilesh
Delhi
Yadav?
Malay-
Abhishek, not allowed. We don't do it, but I might have to ask your feather to be put down. No, this is not allowed. Abhishek, this is not allowed. Sanju
I
Verma, go
refuse to
on.
debate, you can know.
She's
Let him
not
speak.
answering the question. You'll
No,
put
let
my
him
fader
speak.
down.
Let
She
him
refused
speak.
to answer the
I will
question. You'll
speak
put
after
my
he's
fader
done.
down.
Let this goon speak first. I will not speak now.
It's
Okay, I'm
8:20,
moving
we are
on.
stuck.
No,
There's
I'm
no
not
need for
letting
any
you
of this
get
name
away
calling,
with
but
not
one second.
answering the question. Why did you
Because the
purify the
moment
temple?
Abhishek,
this man is
Abhishek,
coming in.
Sudhir, yeah, please,
Why did you
Abhishek.
purify the temple?
1 minute,
Can you
Abhishek.
ask this indecent goon to shut up?
No, please, can we all
She's
just pull
not
back on the
answering
language?
the question.
1 minute.
As anchors,
Just 1
you
second.
should pin
1
her
second,
down
1
and ask her
second.
to answer the question.
Abhishek, Sudhir, 1 second. It's not required. Just please, we will ask her the question. You're not letting her speak. She speaks for 10 seconds or 20 seconds and then you're butting in again. Sanju, did this happen? Sanju, did this happen?
Niranjan, let me make my point.
Yes.
I'm here to represent my party. I will say what I need to say. He can say what he wants to say in his turn. And this is what I'm saying now. Thank you for having Akashdeep Muni, who's much saner on the other side of the panel and not a goon like Abhishek Sudeep.
Please don't, there's no need to call anybody names now. Come on.
Have you noticed, Abhishek and Niranjan, there's a trend. Jab Congress party has been caught on the back foot. What is their defense? They think that brazening it out and offense is the best form of defense. इस लाइन को यदि हम फॉलो करेंगे, हमारे खुद के पाप धुल जाएंगे. तो पहले तो आपकी ऑडियंस को इन 30 सेकंड्स कांग्रेस और उनके एलाइज के पाप गिनवाना जरूरी है, बेहद जरूरी है. Udayanithi Stalin said Sanatan Dharma is equal to dengue, malaria, rabies, COVID, what have you. And after that, I was surprised. Priyanka Kharge, the son of Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, and Priyanka Kharge, who's himself a minister in the Karnataka cabinet, what does he say? He says, "Arey Udayanithi Stalin ne to kuch galat bola hi nahi." You know, we were not talking about Sanatan Dharma per se. We were basically trying to talk about the caste hierarchy within Sanatan Dharma. You know, they tried to rationalize the abuse of Sanatan Dharma. Then beat Swami Prasad Maurya, beat K. Rajanna, beat Chandrasekhar, who was the erstwhile education minister of Bihar, or for that matter, beat Ram Gopal Yadav, or for that matter, beat Senthil Balaji, Senthil Kumar, or T.R. Balu. All these are senior leaders. They are either MPs or MLAs or ministers in one or the other state cabinet and naming people. And all these people have repeatedly undermined the Pran Pratishtha ceremony that happened on the 22nd of January 2024, saying, "Arey, when the Ram temple is not complete, how can you have the Pran Pratishtha ceremony?" I mean, gurus like Sri Ravi Shankar on your show, I remember him telling Arnav that as long as the Garbha Griha is complete, and as long as the idol faces eastward to derive energy from the rising sun.
I have a fact check right now. Can I interrupt you there for a second? Can I interrupt you there for a second? There's a fact check. I'm sorry, I'm just interrupting you there for a second. There's a fact check. Akashdeep Muni, Abhishek, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please do.
So there's a fact check to Abhishek Sudhir, because I was just going through the facts as is being reported from Kannauj. The BJP has gone on record, and I even have the name of the leader of the BJP who was asked a question on the temple Shuddhikaran that they claimed happened when Akhilesh Yadav visited, allegedly. There's a twist in the story, as is being reported. According to Shivendra Kumar Gwal, the BJP city president in Kannauj, some Muslims and other workers accompanying Akhilesh. Some Muslims and other workers accompanying...
These are all lies.
You haven't heard me, my friend.
You are just covering
you
for them.
Just
You allow Sanju Verma 7 minutes
Can you, Akhilesh, can you...
She doesn't answer the question.
Abhishek, I will give you uninterrupted time if you have the courage to hear my question. I will give you full time. I will give you full time if you have the courage to ask my question. I will give you full time. I will give you full time if you have the courage to hear my question.
Do you
have the courage to ask
down Sanju Verma?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm giving you full time because I want to put this to rest, right? Shivendra Kumar Gwal has said some Muslims and other workers accompanying Akhilesh had not only entered the temple wearing shoes, but also allegedly spat there.
No.
And he has also said, Gwal said on record that while there was no objection to Akhilesh Yadav's visit, they considered him an electoral Hindu. I'm not saying it. If you're sitting in front of a computer, if you have a smartphone, or if you can phone a friend, please ask them to Google Akhilesh Yadav, Kannauj, temple purification. There will be at least 10 articles on that. That's not the point. That's not the point. Point is, it's a non-story. Please answer. It's a non-story. It's a non-story. It's a non-story, Abhishek Sudhir. It's a non-story. Even though there is a controversy. 1 minute. Hold on. It's a non-story. Hold on.
Sudhir, shame on your channel. Shame on your entire media network.
Abhishek, Sudhir.
Because you're not asking Sanju Verma to answer the question.
What is wrong with him?
Listen.
Okay,
Abhishek,
shame on what?
Media for what? Okay, Abhishek, elaborate.
Okay, he should immediately do a Google check, and he should if he has the courage right now, if he has got the guts.
Please elaborate. Shame on the media for what?
You said you'll give me my time. Abhishek, give me my time.
Abhishek,
give me my time.
I'll give you your time. I'll give you your time, but not to abuse. I'm not giving you time.
Thank you.
I'm not giving you time to abuse or insult anyone, let alone Republic. I will not let you do that, Abhishek. Don't do that.
I am not abusing. Sanju Verma repeatedly insults me. Sanju Verma repeatedly insults me.
We stopped her.
I never insult her back.
Abhishek, we stopped her. Abhishek,
but I never insult her back. I don't insult anybody. I'm going to go on the facts. I'm going to go on the facts. You give me 1 minute to rebut what you've said.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, the point is this BJP, first of all, you look at the videos of the people accompanying Akhilesh Yadav, you look at the videos of the people who entered the temple, none of them were wearing footwear. None of them were identifiably Muslim. And the BJP's minority Morcha Muslims have visited the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. After the BJP's minority Morcha Muslims visited the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, on the day of the Pran Pratishtha, a Muslim was in the Mandir premises and visited the Mandir. Did you purify the Mandir? No, you didn't. Today you purify a Mandir because a so-called lower caste person, Akhilesh Yadav, visited the temple. The Bharatiya Jativad Party must answer what is their problem with lower caste people entering a Mandir. The reason Akhilesh Yadav has not gone to the Ram Mandir is because the BJP will not allow him to enter the Mandir. And if Akhilesh Yadav goes to the Mandir, the BJP will purify the Ram Mandir with Ganga Jal.
There was an invite to Akhilesh Yadav. There was an invite to Akhilesh Yadav.
There was an invite to Abhishek Sudhir.
The same way they did it in Kannauj.
And do you know, by the way,
the same way they did it in Kannauj.
Do you know, by the way, Abhishek Sudhir, that Prime Minister...
Ask Sanju Verma. What Abhishek Sudhir? Ask Sanju Verma for an answer.
Subrashta's waiting.
Ask Sanju Verma for an answer.
Subrashta and Akashdeep Muni are waiting. Abhishek, I think we should get around. They have
no, so okay, let's take to Akashdeep Muni. Akashdeep Muni, perhaps you might take a little more nuanced position on this, because Arvind Kejriwal did visit Ram Temple, right? Immediately. And once he comes out of jail, he goes to Hanuman Mandir, and he's very frequently...
Akhilesh Yadav was given the Ram Mandir invite.
Akhilesh Yadav was given the Ram Mandir invite, right? Akashdeep Muni, so this charge of backward class leader being insulted is not true. Prime Minister himself is from the OBC community, for God's sake.
Abhishek, see.
So then should he not condemn the purification of Kannauj Mandir?
No, sir, please wait a minute.
Okay, Akashdeep.
Abhishek, see, I know the basic DNA of Bharatiya Janata Party is anti-Dalit. Why I say this? You know that Manmohan Vaidya, who is the ideologue of RSS, the prime ideologue, not a naysayer. He said that reservations should be removed and caste-based reservations should be removed. Do Bharatiya Janata Party disagree with him and don't agree with him? Tell everyone. Even Mohan Bhagwat ji said many a times that reservation is not in the welfare of the country. If I go to what Sadhvi Niranjan said about Mayawati ji, I cannot say this on national television, you have reported it. The Republic has reported it. That Mayawati is that dash. And you can Google the dash all about.
Nobody's supporting such statements, Akash.
How come from this anti-backward conversation it has become anti-Dalit? Where does this anti-Dalit thing come in, Akashdeep Muni? Like you're sort of digressing and diverting.
I'll tell you. When the president, honorable president, is not invited to the Pran Pratishtha, don't you think the honorable president should
Honorable President was invited, and Honorable President has definitely visited it before any of the Gandhis and any of the top leadership of the Congress party intends to do.
And
it's almost like, Akashdeep Muni, it's almost like the Congress party leadership does not want to visit the Ram Temple because they are making their visit to the Ram Temple incumbent upon their winning the election, which no pollster is suggesting. Right? Subrashta, my question is...
No, Abhishek.
They are taking the subterfuge of winning in the election to visit the Ram Temple.
Remember one thing. No, I'll not speak over you. The point I was making is that today, when the purification debate is going on, while the debate should be on the promises that the Honorable Prime Minister has made, have the promises been fulfilled?
It's Nana Patole who started this debate, not the BJP, not the Prime Minister.
Nana Patole's comments. It's the Prime Minister who said this.
One second.
Nana Patole is nobody in religion. The Shankaracharya will decide what will happen.
You're right. No, you're right. No, he's right. Nana Patole is nobody. You're right. You're right. Akashdeep Muni, you're right. Akashdeep Muni, I agree with you. I agree with you. No, I agree with you, Akashdeep. I'm agreeing with you, Akash. I'm completely on board.
I know you agree with me.
No, hear me. I agree with you. Let Subrashta come in 1 minute.
Okay.
Subrashta has been patient for 31 minutes. See, Abhishek is right, because Nana Patole is nobody to speak on the Mandir. That is why, like how Stalin is nobody to speak on the Mandir in Tamil Nadu and still insults the Mandir, right? Siddaramaiah is an atheist, right? He still goes to the Mandir. He respects, I mean, you know, there are times when he doesn't want to enter the Mandir. It's his choice. Whether he wants to enter the Mandir, he doesn't want to enter the Mandir, that's fine. But, and then you have Priyank Karge. When asked whether he would condemn anti-Sanatan comments by Stalin, he says, why not? Why should I condemn? It's just freedom
Niranjan,
of
one
minute, sir, 1 minute, 1 minute.
to you.
No. I'm
You-
telling
you
Abhishek
got
something.
so selective
No,
on
I'm
your
telling
argument,
Abhishek.
so
I'm telling
selective.
Abhishek. I'm telling Abhishek something. No, it's a conversation, you see. You see, it's a conversation. Akashdeep, you would not dare. Akashdeep, you would not dare. You or anybody. I'm telling you, none of these parties, Akashdeep. I'll tell you, let me tell you something. There's a reason I'm telling you. There's a reason I'm telling you. There is a reason. I want to ask Subrashta. There is a reason. I will tell you. They are nobody, but they do it. I'll tell you why. Subrashta, I'll tell you why. No, because you know, you will be forgiven. 1 minute. Okay. Bhai, sun lena. Akashdeep, I'm trying to make a point.
And you don't repeat it. And you report only about Congress.
Arey, 1 minute sun lo. I have just mentioned DMK also.
No, why?
1 minute. Because today the debate. See, what happens is every day in a debate, we choose a subject, Akashdeep. Today's subject is on Mandir. So that is why we are debating only the comments around the Mandir. That's how a debate works. There is a motion to a debate. There is a motion to a debate, and the questions on the bottom of the screen reflect the motion of the debate. 1 minute. Can I get Subrashta on that? Subrashta, my point was, he's right. They are nobody to comment on the Mandir. They should not be commenting on the Mandir, and yet they will comment on the Mandir because they know that anything said against a Mandir, Ayodhya, or Hindus will be forgiven, forgotten, and life will go on. But they will never ever dare make a comment about any other religion, and they should not. But they will never still make that mistake.
Thank you, Niranjan, and thank you, Abhishek, because I think both of you at different moments in time spoke the absolute truth, sometimes in frustration with the fact that some of the panelists are too loud and too loud-mouthed also in terms of their views getting the traction that they should in a democracy. Let me be very specific on this. Why are they insulting Mandirs today? They are insulting Mandirs today and they are trying to rake an unnecessary controversy today is because the first few phases of elections have shown them a mirror. They also know that if they do not come clean to the quote-unquote Hindu voters this time and tell them that we are also on board with you, they are going to lose whatever little deposits they have, trust deposits they have in minds of those who selectively favor them. Let me also because you know there was a point in time when you wanted to say something but you had to cloak it because of your professional ethics, Niranjan. Let me be very blunt and tell them, if they do not like the subjects of debates that are being done on national television day after day, why do they choose to come to national media platforms at all? They should very well go to certain YouTubers who try to rake up these issues.
No, they boycotted us.
Even those YouTubers, let me tell you, Niranjan, even those YouTubers are not taking up the topics consistently that they want, these opposition leaders or opposition panelists they want you to debate on. There's a reason why a conversation of this sort is happening today in this country. When will the opposition and those who favor the opposition understand that they cannot take the Hindu voters for granted anymore? It's no longer the pseudo-secular India. We're talking about Hindu sentiments. We're talking about Hindu, faith is considered quote-unquote down market. It's pretty much on the anvil. Today, Akhilesh Yadav has to ensure that he not only visits a temple, but makes a hoo-ha about it. He ensures that a little controversy, whatever controversy is around, there is a caste narrative built around it. Because I'm telling you that this phase of elections, if you electorally see, if you look at the Excel sheet of the constituencies, you exactly know why he's raking up the caste controversy. And what are these people going to tell us about, Dalit voters and OBC voters? What have they done in the past? If one starts picking up individual political parties who talk about OBC leadership, who talk about Dalit leadership, not one political party will come out clean and say that they have done something beyond their family. I'm not saying that, the socialist movement in this this country, not socialite.
Do you disagree
sorry,
with
the
Manmohan
socialist
Vaidya?
movement in this country.
Do you
Though it
disagree
was
with
a deliberate
Manmohan
slip of
Vaidya?
tongue, let me
Do
also
you disagree
clarify.
with Niranjan?
The socialite,
Niranjan,
socialist movement
do you
in this
disagree
country, I'm
with
not saying.
Manmohan Vaidya when he says that
Did I
reservation
speak
should be
when you were
removed for
speaking?
man?
Did I speak when you were speaking?
No, there's just a small
Did I speak when you
interjection,
were speaking? Did I
just
speak
a
when
small
you were
interjection.
speaking? Did
Just a
I
small
speak when you were
interjection that-
speaking? If not,
I'm
then I
asking
think
that,
I need
are
to
you
be
for
extended the
reservation
same
or not?
authority.
Please tell the
If you
country.
talk about inclusion, if you talk about reservation, then allow a female voice to make a point, please. As it is, you don't have many women on your side to represent your point of view. There are very few panelists who come in to
Why
defend
not
your
number?
side of view.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
there are very few
reservation
women
for
who do
the
that.
backward community.
So
Are you
that's your
for it or
problem.
not?
That the representation deficit is right there. So please look inward and see where you guys are.
Do you
going
agree
wrong.
with
I have
Mr.
given
Malviya?
What are you
Who
talking?
says that
I don't
reservation is
have to
bad?
agree to any. I don't have to agree to any political leader to air my political views. I don't have to agree or disagree with do anything on that.
Does Bharatiya Janata Party agrees with
Wrong
that
question
reservation should be
directed at the
removed
wrong person.
or not? Please
That's
tell
a
the
wrong
country.
question directed at a wrong person.
Yeah.
I don't have to agree with everything that Modi ji says. I don't have to agree with everything that Mohan Bhagwat ji says to represent my point of view as a Hindu. What
So
more
you don't
clarity?
agree with Manmohan Vaidya and
I think we're not.
I think
We're going around in circles once again.
I think hold on.
Yeah, we're going around in circles.
Okay,
A little bit.
Akashdeep, pull back.
don't
Now I have to take this
represent any
forward.
organization.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not a leader of the BJP. She's right leaning, but she's not a leader of the BJP or spokesperson.
And
of the
she
BJP.
and very well said Subrastha. She said that she need not agree with Mohan Bhagwat and vice versa, and that's how democracy functions, and that's how freedom of expression works, and beautifully so perhaps in Hindu religion. But you know the thing that caught my attention, Niranjan, in the comment of Nana Patel was this subterfuge of if the Congress party wins. Now that's where I want to get in George Kurian and Sanju Verma back in the debate. George Kurian, by a long shot, you think that the Congress party is winning? Or is it more like a prayer to Ram, Lord Ram, that please make us win and then we will come to the temple and purify it? Because the comment itself says that the visit to the Ram temple by any one of the Congress top leadership is incumbent upon Congress coming to power.
Well, Abhishek, I'm very confident come 4th of June, the Congress party will come to power. And it will be a surprise for the nation at large, especially the Hindu voters and those who believe in Modi-led government. We are confident because the manifesto that we have, it's an inclusive one for the people of India at large. We are talking about equity, we are talking about women empowerment, we are talking about youth empowerment, we are talking about farmers. You know, we got all sections of the society, be it laborers, workers, and you know, we're talking about increasing their minimum wage, and we're talking about getting them jobs, getting them education, SC, ST, OBC community at large. We're talking about empowering them. We understand in the past 75 years of
George, you don't need to read all 70 pages of the manifesto. You don't need to read all 70 pages of the manifesto. Tell me, is it a prayer to Lord Ram that if they win, Lord Ram, please make us win so that we can come to the temple?
Well, Abhishek, let me reassure and reiterate for the benefit of your audience. No political leader from the Congress party is bigger than the party. It's a Congress ideology which matters, and so that's the point. And so far as the leaders,
okay, Sanju gets to respond.
Really the Congress party has
Sanju gets to respond now.
Given out a circular saying that people should, when the leaders speak, they should speak.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, George. Sanju gets to respond. Sanju, the point is that my question was whether the Congress party sort of does not really want to go to the Ram temple, and that's why they are making it incumbent upon they winning the election. So it's clear that they really don't want to visit the Ram temple, right?
Can I add a point? Okay. One second, Sanju, before you come in, can I add a quick point? I found it very, very interesting, Abhishek. Somebody brought this to our attention last week, and Abhishek Sudhir, I think, was there in one of our conversations on 2024 Which Way Today, when there was a data point. When Rahul Gandhi filed his nomination, I think from Raebareli, he visited a temple, right?
He did a yagya, yeah.
Yeah, he did that. He did some puja of some sort, right? Now he goes to Wayanad and files his nomination.
He does not do anything.
He didn't do that. Why is that? Is it because, I'm just asking, is it because Wayanad is minority dominated? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make him a Chunavi Hindu? That's a question.
Yeah.
Sanju.
Thank you.
Constituency specific Hindu.
Constituency specific, yeah. Bhakti.
Okay. You know, I'm glad that on the other side there was George Kurian, because hopefully with him I will have a sane debate without being heckled. Because
Sanju Verma giving compliments. That's a big one.
There's good Congress, bad Congress, good BJP, bad
No, because Sanju Verma is demonized as being aggressive, and people don't realize that, you know, there are always 6 or 7 people on the other side and Sanju Verma alone fighting the battle every evening. But be that as it may, I've done a few debates with George Kurian and I've not had the displeasure of being heckled. Now, my limited point is this. I think both you, Abhishek and Niranjan, made a very interesting point, albeit subtly. Is Rahul Gandhi a Chunavi Hindu? Certainly, yes. And you know, I don't even want to go back to 2006-7 when the Congress party filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court saying that Prabhu Ram ko BJP ki figment of imagination hai. Lord Ram does not exist, has never existed. It is a wild figment of BJP's imagination. They doubted the veracity of Ram Setu. Mallikarjun Kharge, prior to 2019 election results coming out, said, "Yadi ye Narendra Modi dobara chunav jeet kar aa gaya." This is the language, not even aa gaye. नरेंद्र मोदी यदि दोबारा चुनाव जीतकर आ गया तो सनातन धर्म पूरी तरह से भारत में लागू होगा और हिंदू राष्ट्र बन जाएगा भारत, इसलिए इन सनातनियों को रोकना बहुत जरूरी है. And very recently Rahul Gandhi, for Rahul Gandhi, subtlety is not one of his virtues. And what did he say? Right during the प्राण प्रतिष्ठा ceremony, he said, अरे आपको पता है ये राम मंदिर में ये जो ऐश्वर्या राय है ना, ये राम मंदिर में आपको नाचती हुई मिलेगी. But be that as it may, I think the key thing to focus here is that the most polarizing narrative, Niranjan and Abhishek, is that, you know, this caste bit which has come into the equation. Who brought the caste census into the equation? It was Rahul Gandhi right after the Karnataka assembly elections, and he said BJP is anti-OBC. So Rahul Gandhi ke darbariyon, please listen to this. 37% of Narendra Modi's cabinet consists of OBCs, 39% of our MLAs are OBCs, 41% of our MLCs are OBCs. And for those who say that BJP is anti-OBCs, let me tell you, via the 102nd Amendment, it was the Modi government which gave a constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes, and via the 127th
I just need to add a point over there.
It was the Modi government which actually brought 671 communities under the OBC umbrella.
Quickly, make a point, Sanju, because I just have 1.5 minutes.
My last point is this.
Quickly, I have 1.5 minutes. I want to give 30 seconds to each panelist.
Yeah. Draupadi Murmu ko kyun nahi bulaya?
Okay. I'm going to give 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Draupadi Murmu.
I have only 30 seconds on the debate. Let them speak for 10 seconds each, at least, because my director is telling me I have exactly. Okay, 1 minute. I'll make a quick point. He said he wants caste census in media houses, inside newsrooms. Abhishek, he said there are no OBCs, no scheduled caste, scheduled tribes in newsrooms. I was shocked. I've never used my caste card in my entire life in education, merit, never. But you know, technically, if you go back and see it, right? I am an OBC, but I've never used it in my entire life. Why would I have to do that? You know, we're all meritorious students, right? But they want to get into newsrooms and do a caste census on journalists, and I find that extremely shocking, distressing. 30 seconds each. Subrashta first, Abhishek, Sudhir, Akashdeep Pune, and then finally George Kurian. Yeah, Subrashta.
Niranjan, I have a very strong opinion on this, especially when it comes to professional fronts and when these people start talking about, you know, diversity there. Most of these debates, if I remember it correctly, and I'm sure you've been too long in the profession to understand this, and corroborate if I'm lying or if I'm factually incorrect. I think most of these discussions have started with a certain YouTuber raising these issues. That YouTuber himself doesn't belong to the OBC or the Dalit community. That YouTuber comes from a Brahmin family. That YouTuber has ensured that under him no OBC or no Dalit, journalist has ever, risen up the ranks. And this YouTuber sets up a narrative for the other OBC and Dalit. Is he trying to do that?
Heck on YouTuber. Can I get Abhishek Sudhir to respond?
जो यूट्यूबर हैं जिन्होंने ये बोला है और जिन यूट्यूबर्स के नक्शे कदम पे पूरा ऑपोजिशन लहालोट चलता है उनको पता है वो यूट्यूबर
पता नहीं आजकल
Abhishek, Subrashta, are you suggesting that while the BJP is being driven by the Ram temple and Lord Ram, the Congress party's campaign and agenda is being set by a YouTuber?
Yes, because I have maintained it very consistently. I have maintained it very consistently, Abhishek, that the current opposition in India is intellectually bereft of any new idea.
Okay,
they are
tossing to Abhishek Sudhir.
cut off from what the roots of this country.
Okay, Abhishek.
And therefore, for all ideas, they either go to the communists or to go to the certain YouTubers.
Okay, Abhishek.
Idea of what India should.
Okay, Abhishek, quickly, Abhishek, 30 seconds. Yeah.
I'll take 20 seconds. The Bharatiya Janata Party asks why Akhilesh Yadav does not visit the Ram Mandir. When Akhilesh Yadav visits a mandir in Kannauj, the very same Bharatiya Jativad Party workers purify that mandir in Kannauj with Ganga Jal. This is constitutionally impermissible. It is a criminal offence. And the voters of Uttar Pradesh will give a befitting response at the ballot box. That is my hope.
Okay, Akashdeep Muni.
You said the same thing.
Niranjan ji, while Niranjan ji and Abhishek ji, you fact-checked Abhishek Sudhir, but you did not fact-check Shubrashta and clapped on her comments when she said that she does not agree on the comments of Manmohan Vaidya on reservation, while on 28 March 2019 she says that I principally don't agree with reservation. I principally don't agree with reservation. You didn't. Why?
No, what are you saying?
That's what she's saying now.
That is what she's saying even now. Arey bhai, that is what she's saying even now. She's saying that even now. Akashdeep, she's saying even now. She does not agree with that. She's saying that even now. She hasn't changed her stand. I think she has her views on it. What is your view, Subrashta? What is your view on it?
Subrashta just...
Okay, I think the link is frozen. Okay. But her stand hasn't changed. It's the same thing. Yeah, George Kurian.
I would like to tell my friend Sanju here that, Rahul Gandhi is not a Chunavi Hindu. He's a proud Hindu. And the Prime Minister's language that the Prime Minister has used for Sonia Gandhi, I don't want to repeat on national television, really uncalled for.
Do you know the kind of language Rahul Gandhi uses routinely for the Prime Minister?
We strongly believe equal participation as far as bureaucracy, executive and judiciary is concerned.
डर के मारे कांप रहा है। ये नरेंद्र मोदी जब डर जाता है तो चीन की बात करता है, पाकिस्तान की बात करता है। इस बार ये नरेंद्र मोदी बचकर नहीं निकल पाएगा। This is Rahul Gandhi's video going viral on social media. He has no courtesy for a sitting Prime Minister.
Okay. George Kurian, quickly. I've run out of time. Now.
I also served this nation, and she's been a five-time member of Parliament, so she deserves the respect that she deserves, and the Prime Minister should have used good words and language for her.
No, I don't think any party. No. I don't think any party. I'm sorry on this point. Abhishek. Okay, Sanju Subrashta, Abhishek Sudhir, Akashdeep Muni, and George Kurian. I don't think any party can actually give lectures on discourse, Abhishek.
Well,
that is something that I don't think any party can give a lecture on that, because everyone is guilty as charged on that one.
And obviously, the catch-22 situation so far as the Congress is concerned and its relationship with the Ram Temple is concerned continues. And we are already more than halfway through to the general election 2024 cycle. In fact, by the time that polling ends for the phase 4 tomorrow, almost 2/3 voting would be over, Niranjan, and the Congress party has not been able to sort it out.
Oh, of course, and we'll be live tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen, as India votes in phase 4. We will be live from 6 a.m. from the magnificent studios of the Republic Media Network.
Join Niranjan at 7 a.m. and me at 8 a.m. We're there.
Lucky you, Abhishek. I'm here from 7 a.m. Thank you very much.